Good morning, students. Okay, so for final year students, from today onwards, we are going to start the 6th semester subjects. Okay, so actually, I am going to teach the managerial accounting. In 5th sem, I have taught you the cost accounting. So now I am going to deal with the subject managerial accounting. Okay, so in managerial accounting, totally we have 5 units. Once you check out the syllabus, here, first introduction. Okay, under introduction, nothing but it is a totally theory topic. What is managerial accounting? Its features, objectives, scope, functions, advantages and limitations, relationship between cost management and financial accounting. So these are the topics covered under the unit 1. Next, going to the unit 2. Unit 2 is marginal costing. So under marginal costing, we are going to discuss the meaning, importance, marginal cost equation, difference between marginal cost and absorption costing, application of marginal costing, CVP analysis, break-even analysis, meaning, assumptions, importance and limitations. Nothing but break-even analysis, meaning, assumptions, importance and limitations. Unit 3, we are going to discuss with the decision making, make or buy, add or drop products, sell or process further, operate or shut down, special order pricing, replace or retrain. So this we are going to discuss under unit 3. So but these are the topics we are going to discuss under unit 3. Next, coming to the unit 4, budgets and budgetary control. Under budget and budgetary control, we are going to discuss the budget, meaning, objectives, advantages and limitations, essentials of budgets or budgets, budgetary control, classification of budgets, preparation of budgets. Next, unit 5, standard costing and variance analysis. So under standard costing and variance analysis, we are going to discuss the standard costing, meaning, importance, standard costing and historical costing, steps involved in standard costing, variance analysis, material variance, labor variance, overhead variance and sales variance. So these are the 5 units, okay, which you have under managerial accounting. Okay, so today I am going to discuss with the unit 2, that is a marginal costing. Okay, unit 2 under marginal. Before that, actually let us discuss actually what is a managerial accounting. We will discuss. So actually what is the meaning of managerial? So here what happens means, in case of management account, what happens means previous data they have to take, previous data, nothing but present year and previous year, 2 years data they will take and they will analyze. So how they can analyze means, here under analysis we have a different financial things are there. What is financial statements, funds flow analysis is there, cash flow analysis is there, ratio analysis is there. So many types of tools are there where we can analyze how the company is going on, అంటే సింపుల్గా చెప్పాలంటే మేనేజరియల్ అకౌంటింగ్ అంటే ఏంటంటే, మనం ఒక ప్రీవియస్ డేటా అంటే ఒక 2 years ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ తీసుకుందాం. అంటే ప్రీవియస్ ఇయర్ అండ్ కరెంట్ ఇయర్ రెండింటి మధ్యలో యాక్చువల్గా మన సేల్స్ ఎంత అయినాయి, ఓకేనా, మన సేల్స్ మీద టర్న్ ఓవర్ ఎంత ఉంది, మనకి ఎంత ఎక్స్పెన్సెస్ అయినాయి, ఓకేనా, మన ఏమంటాం లాసెస్లో ఉన్నామా ప్రాఫిట్స్లో ఉన్నామా, యాక్చువల్గా మొత్తం అనలైజ్ చేయాలన్నమాట. సో ఇవన్నీ అనలైజ్ చేయడానికి మనకున్న టూల్స్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ అకౌంటింగ్లో మనకు టూల్స్ ఉన్నాయి. ఆ టూల్సే మనం ఏమేమిటంటే రేషియో అనాలిసిస్ అంటాం, ఫండ్స్ ఫ్లో అంటాం, క్యాష్ ఫ్లో అంటాం, ఫైనాన్షియల్ స్టేట్మెంట్ అనాలిసిస్ అని అంటాం. సో పర్టికులర్గా ఇవన్నీ టూల్స్ మనకు ఉంటాయి అన్నమాట. ఓకే, సో ఈ అనలైజ్ చేసే టాపిక్సే మనం ఇక్కడ నేర్చుకోపోయేది. మనం అంటే 2 years అంటే పాస్ట్ 2 years ఎక్స్పెన్సెస్ కానీ ఏమన్నా కానీ క్యాపిటల్ ఎంత ఇంట్రొడ్యూస్ చేసినాం, మనకి లోన్స్ ఏమి అన్నీ చెక్ చేయడానికి, అన్నీ అనలైజ్, నథింగ్ బట్ అనలైజ్, ఇంటర్ప్రెట్, ఓకేనా, ఇవన్నీ చేయడానికి మనకున్న టూల్స్లో మేనేజరియల్ టూల్స్ ఏవైతే ఉంటాయో ఆ టూల్స్ని ఎందులో అయితే ఉండే దాన్ని మనం ఏమంటాం మేనేజరియల్ అకౌంటింగ్. నథింగ్ బట్ ద టూల్స్ విచ్ కంటైన్స్ దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ అ మేనేజరియల్ అకౌంటింగ్. నథింగ్ బట్ ఇన్ మేనేజరియల్ అకౌంటింగ్ వీ హ్యావ్ సో మెనీ tools and techniques. Okay, for what purpose? Here we have to take a decision regarding the previous year and current year, how a firm or else how the organization is going on. Totally we have to check. For that purpose we have to use those tools. So in this today I am going to discuss with the unit 2 a marginal costing, a very important topic. Here we don't have any choice, compulsory 2 long questions you will be getting over here. Okay, listen. Okay, so here actually marginal cost. Okay, today we are going to discuss about the marginal costing. Okay, here under marginal costing, okay, first of all we are going to discuss with the marginal cost equation. So what is the meaning of marginal cost equation? Once you see okay, see actual marginal, what is the meaning of, first of all, what is the meaning of marginal over here? Marginal is nothing but increasing, either we will be increasing 1 unit or else we will be decreasing the 1 unit. Okay, that is the cost, nothing but marginal. Certain changes remaining all will keep as it is, but certain thing, one thing we may change or one thing we may increase or one thing we may decrease. So once you see the meaning over here, according to ICML London, marginal cost is the account for any given volume of output by which aggregate costs are changed. If the volume of output is increased or decreased by 1 unit, marginal cost, broadly speaking, it is technique of applying the concept of marginal cost in decision making process. Okay, that is a point over there. So marginal costing is a technique that distinguishes between fixed and variable cost. So fixed and variable cost means nothing but in organization, what happens means certain things will be fixed, certain things will be variable. So what will the fixed and what are the variable? Here nothing but for the production purpose, what we are using, like material, labor, wages. Labor is nothing but wages only. Okay, in all direct expenses, those all things, what are indirect expenses, those all things, what happens means they come under variable. What about the fixed? Fixed means here we can call depreciation, we can call power, we can certain things, whether the organization is producing the goods or not, whether the organization is producing goods or not, but what happens means certain expenses will be fixed over there. So that type of expenses are called as fixed. Variable is nothing but while production will be having a certain expenses, those all expenses comes under the variable cost over here. So here see, marginal cost is nothing but a variable cost. Marginal cost is nothing but a variable cost over here. Okay, next, see, contribution is the excess of sales over marginal, that is variable cost. Even the inventory is valued only at marginal cost. Marginal cost technique is used to determine the impact of changes in volume or change in product mix or shutdown of the production unit on current profits. Okay, in simple terms, marginal cost is focus on variable cost as a criteria for decision making. Here totally marginal cost is depends upon the variable only. Why? Because we have to make a decision. Today we have nothing but this year we have produced 1,000 products. Next year, if suppose you want to produce 2,000 products, here we have to take a decision for 2,000 for preparing 1,000 products. How much of profit we got? Actually, what are the expenses over there? Those all things. So that is useful. Nothing but here it will be useful for taking a decision for the future over there. Okay, so that is a point over here. So now here we are going to discuss about the formulas which contain under the Here we are going to discuss about the formula which are contained in marginal costing. So first one is marginal cost equation. Marginal cost equation, main formula is this one. Sales minus VC is equal to VC is variable cost is equal to fixed cost plus profit. This one formula itself I have written in another forms also. Profit is equal to what? Fixed cost is equal to fixed cost plus profit is equal to sales minus VC. Sales is equal to what? This one formula itself I have changed into different formulas. Okay, next one, contribution. So contribution means formulas. So here formulas plays a very important role. Compulsory, if you want to do a sum, formulas are very important. Sales minus VC is equal to fixed cost plus profit. Next, contribution per unit. If it is rupees means the formula is sales minus VC. Okay, and another formula is fixed cost plus profit. Next, contribution per unit. Selling price per unit minus VC per unit. Contribution is equal to contribution per unit into number of units. Okay, contribution in rupees. Suppose you want to find the contribution in rupees means here contribution per unit into number of units. Next formula, profit volume ratio. So what profit volume ratio? Profit volume ratio is equal to contribution divided by sales or sales minus VC by sales. So these all formulas comes under PV ratio only. Okay, so here you will be getting confusion that which formula you have to use as per the question. Okay, as per the question, we have to use the formulas. If suppose in the question he has given contribution and sales, you have to apply this formula. If suppose in the question he has given sales VC, sales VC, then you have to use this formula. If suppose in the question he has given fixed cost plus profit sales, then you have to use this formula. So as per the question only, we have to use the formulas. So these are the formulas which comes under the PV ratios. So fixed cost divided by BEP, change in profit by change in sales, change in contribution by change in sales. Next, fourth one is break-even point. Break-even point is nothing but it is a point where we don't have any loss or profit. That point is called as a break-even point. In break-even point, here we have formulas based on units and sales also. Nothing but rupees. So if BEP in rupees he has suppose you want to find a BEP in rupees, then what is the formula over there? Fixed cost into sales by sales minus VC. Fixed cost divided by PV ratio. Fixed cost into sales by contribution. Fixed cost into sales by fixed cost plus profit. So BEP in units into selling price per unit. So these all comes under BEP. Nothing but if suppose you want to find the BEP in rupees means these are the formulas you have to use. Next, BEP in units. For finding the BEP in units, what is the formula over here? Fixed cost divided by contribution per unit. Fixed cost divided by selling price per unit minus VC per unit. BEP in value divided by selling price per unit. So these are the formulas for finding the BEP units. Next, desired profit. Desired profit. Units for desired profit. What is the formula over here? Fixed cost plus desired profit by contribution per unit. Sales for desired profit. If suppose units he has asked, we have to use this formula. If suppose sales he has asked, we have to use this formula. Fixed cost plus desired profit by PV ratio. Another formula, fixed cost plus desired profit into sales by sales minus VC. One more formula, units for desired profit into selling price per unit. Okay, while doing the problems, then you will be having a clear idea about it. Okay, next MOS, margin of safety. So margin of safety formula, total sales minus BEP sales is equal to profit divided by PV ratio. These are the two formulas we have for MOS. And margin of safety ratio, for finding a margin of safety ratio, what is the formula over here? MOS divided by total sales. Okay, so these are the formulas which are there under marginal costing, and very important topic and a little bit of confusion topic also. Okay, one more thing, today what I have said to you, maintain the notes from today onwards itself. Okay,